The last 30 days, I've gotten over 30 million views. I've gotten insanely viral on social media. You might know me from the viral plane video, and you might be wondering, how did that go down? How did it change my life? And how did I actually make myself viral? Because little do you guys know, I did it all on purpose. Now, with that said, I let the universe guide me on how it would go down. It was a massive synchronicity that is kind of insanely possible. So to give you some backstory, right now, the biggest pages in the world are posting my video. They're getting tens of millions of views. I'm talking At Puberty with 40 million followers, LAD Bible with over 50, or maybe even combined 150 million followers, right? But all these different pages are even translating my videos internationally around the world, so I'm getting recognized in Asia, where I'm at right now in Bali, my dream villa, traveling the world, living the life of my dreams. Anyways, it was all because I know how to match frequencies and get in vibrational alignment. So I was actually doing affirmations 2 days before I went insanely viral, saying, I go viral and the world knows my name. I think it was I go insanely viral and the world knows my name. And I wrote that a few times and I believed it. I felt the feeling. 2 days later, the universe lines up the perfect scenario to go viral enough for the world, literally the world, to know who I am. And this viral plane video is pretty crazy. So what ended up happening was I'm flying to Dubai to meet up with the client. I'm flying with my best friends, and somehow our flight kept getting delayed, so we're gonna miss our connecting flight. So last second, within 5 minutes of the first flight taking off, we changed it. I'm in a group of three. Two of the people, me and my friend Anthony, get separated. We go on a new flight. We run across the airport, and in the airport, right, we're running and we have a new flight to Germany. We get there. I get a message on my phone. It is a girl I've gone on a couple of dates with. She messaged me, I see you. I go, oh my gosh, that's crazy. So then she comes up to me, we hang out, blah, blah, blah. We're vibing because I'm cool with her. We're friends and stuff, because she ended up moving to Malta. So it was like, no big deal, right? And yeah, and then on top of that, we ended up, all three of us, somehow getting sat right next to each other. So it's the girl I used to go on dates with, me, Anthony, all in the same row, just us. Insane, right? And this is a 10, 12-hour flight to Germany. So we're sitting there, and I was thinking at the time, like, man, like, I haven't been posting enough TikToks lately. Like, I'm gonna post one at the end of the flight. So my hair's all messed up, right? I got like that neck pillow on me. And I just pull out my phone and I let the universe guide. Me being me, I always make jokes. I'm always goofy, you know. I'm probably like the least awkward person ever, right? I'm all about good vibes, putting smiles on people's faces. I'm a light worker. I spread love, light, and joy into the world. So anyways, I was making joke, oh my gosh, this girl ghosted me. I was kind of putting her on a pedestal. I was like, oh my gosh, this girl ghosted me that we went on a couple of dates with, but thank God the universe brought us together. And then I look over to this guy who comes off as random, Anthony. I'm like, but there's this really hot guy next to me. And then Anthony goes like, which was really funny too. So just adding on to all of it, right? Goes insanely viral. And I actually ended up getting a lot of hate comments, but I'm all cool with it because I know who I am. All my friends know who I am. Anyone who comes to my page brand knows who I am, right? And knows I'm joking. Obviously the girl didn't joke me, ghost me. We're friends, and it was all a joke, but the comments were just going crazy. What that's called is inner world versus outer world. So people just having inner world problems reflecting onto their outer world and looking for excuses to put out energy and bad energy, and therefore that's what they attract. And anyways, I'm all cool with it because that's helping the algorithms, helping everything blow up. And then the right people that actually are meant to find my content and be aligned with me are finding me. I'm getting DMs, and it's really cool. I have people from like 10 years ago that haven't seen me know what I've been up to, finding my page and so on. And the video's getting translated around the world, so I'm also pretty viral here in Bali as well, and everywhere. It's crazy. Like, the world knows my name. Trey Colley, the world knows my name. So, and that was the goal, right? And I did this all on purpose. Again, it's through vibrational alignment. You can have anything. And I couldn't have, I can't make this up. Like, it literally is insane. That's why I feel called to even make this video, to show you my testimony to it. And also you cannot just go viral. You can have anything. Like, you can have your dream relationship, you could have your dream job, you could be financially free, you could be traveling the world, blah, blah. I try to do it all. Like, I try to prove it by literally living the life of my dreams. Like, just say, I'm not just gonna say it's possible, I'm just gonna prove it's possible, do what's possible, and then keep talking about it, right? But essentially, there are laws that govern the universe. There's universal laws, right? There's the law of vibration, and then there's a secondary law of that. There's a law of attraction, there's a law of gravity, law of assumption, all these cool different laws that God created, that his creation, the universe, are constantly having happen, right, in order for it to run. And what's cool is this gives us the ability to create a reality. And it talks about in the Bible, when God spoke the universe into existence, when he says, I am, and so on, it's all about creating from words, thoughts. What is your faith? Whatever you seek, you can have. Knock and it shall be open. And when you understand this, you learn that, wow, we really can have anything that we want. We have to just decide what we want, when we want it by, and get into a matching frequency, because we're just a bunch of atoms vibrating at a certain frequency, and we have an antenna coming out of our head, and we're constantly being drawn and attracted or brought to, right, circumstances, peoples, and things that bring us to that vibrational match. And you never want to ask how something happens. You never want to be too specific, because you want to let the universe do the work for you. Line up the pieces. Do what's needed to be done. When I try to manifest the extra $1 million, whatever it is, or a dream relationship, I'm never too specific, because I want the universe to let it play out. Now, you could call this a mistake in what I did with the affirmation, because I was a little bit too broad with it, because, you know, there was a lot of hate comments, but I realized, like, no, it's perfectly fine, because, like, that was just the universe showing me, like, what's possible. And now I'm already out there. So, like, millions upon millions of people see my face, and that is priceless. And the universe also knows who I am, and that I'm someone who can handle it. And Joe Rogan, he even talks about, like, never look at the comments when on social media, because you're always going to have people that hate you, you're always going to have people that love you. Remember, you do it for the people that love you. But yeah, and I want to show you guys and teach you guys some cool techniques. So what you put out, you attract, right? So it's not just about what you think you feel. It's literally about how you feel. Like, there is a set frequency, like there's love, happiness, joy, and these are all high positive frequencies. And if you stay in these high positive frequencies, and when you assume that everything's working out in your favor, you assume that the universe is bringing everything that you need, more that you need, everything that you want, that is a high positive frequency. But if you notice the people that are, I'll give you an analogy, right? I'll give you an example. When you're rushing through traffic, you're hitting every red light, and you're almost expecting to be late to work, that is what you get. You're in this rush mindset and so on. Or when the people that have the mindset, oh, everyone's against me, nothing ever works out, I only attract these type of people, and that's really their perception of reality. So that is what you get. You do not see with your outer world. You do not see with your eyes, because that is your current manifestation. You see with your imagination, and you create your new reality, and that is the way that you act. So you bring yourself back to center, and you start acting as if you already are the person that has the $1 million in their bank account. What does that person do? What are their actions, routines, and so on? Because you prove it. You prove it to the universe by actually acting and being that person. If you want to be a kind, loving person, you start being a kind, loving person. If you are someone that is very, very wealthy, you start reading books that teach you about wealth and success, and start going out to the events and putting yourself out there and start taking steps for that, so the universe can line everything else up to give you that perfect opportunity to do it. And just because it doesn't work out the first time doesn't mean it was ever supposed to work out the first time, right? Thomas Edison tried 10,000 times before it finally worked, right? It doesn't mean that he failed that many times. He's just getting closer and closer and closer to the path, right? And you got to let the universe guide you. And all of the people that you see online, the rich, successful, happy, they all know these secrets to how the universe is secretly running, right? They've all built their life by design. They've all designed their life by design. They've done it through higher vibrations. So make sure when you're trying to figure out your goals, right, first, lay them out. Have clear intention, develop a burning desire, and spread love, positivity, happiness, goodness into the world, and that is what you will get in return. I guarantee everything will start changing for you once you start to change your mindset. If you think that life's treating you a certain way, it is, because that's what you think. Perception is reality. If you think life's treating you all in your favor, that is now what you're going to get, and there may be some gap time. It may be 2 days before you go insanely viral, before the $1 million wire comes, and it could be 2 weeks. Let the divine timing happen, but have a general understanding of when you would like it to happen. But just know that no matter what, you're already grateful. Again, keep in mind, being in a state of gratitude is also a very high frequency state. But at the end of the day, on this channel, I'm going to be going over various techniques on how to build and live the life of your dreams, and not just vibrational alignment techniques. I'm talking about business, life, personal advice, everything in between to help you get closer there. I actually own a journal company that helps people find their God-given purpose, reach their full potential, because journaling transformed my life. And as you guys see, it really does make all the difference in the world. And my goal is to really just help people go out there and do it, because it's something that's very upsetting to me, seeing all these people with so much potential, but they just don't know. It's just a lack of knowledge. And you know, unfortunately, they don't teach us this in school, and it's probably like one of the most important things to understand that there is a creator that has a life that's meant for us, right? God does not give us dreams and ambitions to torture us. He gives them to us because it's our calling, and it's up to you to get in line and to do it. Because he will guide you, but you will have to row the ship. You will have to get aligned, and you will have to take the actions necessary. But I appreciate you guys. Shout out to everyone who's subbed to the channel, leaving likes, love. I appreciate you. If there's ever any topics or anything you want me to cover on my channel, just comment them below. Let's go.